Hello, everyone, and welcome to SRL. I do believe it's round 9, Hungary. No, sorry, yeah, round 9, yeah, I keep getting confused. It's round 9, Hungary, and I am also happy to have my regular co-commentator back with Mr. Jack Wheeliebin.
Hello,
No,
it is me.
oh, it's
Oh,
raining. Wow.
oh,
Yeah, I was just going to say as well, just before we kick off, for anyone, I'm watching the chat, but for anyone listening to Jack, it's not his mic, it's his voice. His voice is starting to go, so we can kind of forgive him for that one because I had a really bad throat last week. So just to let you know, it's not his mic, it's actually his voice. But yeah, wow. So it's raining.
this is gonna be fun. Oh, I'm not sure, I
uh,
didn't even notice.
yeah, this is gonna make it easy. um,
Right, predictions already. Everyone's gonna crash into the wall in qualifying, and that'll be the end of that. Anyway, someone's already going out, and it is Magic Yeti, number 99, crossing the pit lane line thing already.
oh, some
With a
people.
double lockup.
Well, we already have some people on. Obviously feeling a little bit different. Some Nerd and Monkey Pie have chose the intermediates, whilst everyone else has chose the full wets. So it could be
That's
interesting.
why not many people are going out.
Yeah.
Ian says.
It does look like it's really heavily raining though, so I really don't think it's.
Yeah, but
Yeah, look at the spray
this
coming
year
off.
is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
This year you can get away with inters in full wets.
Yep. Yeah. Well, we're actually going to see because Monkey Pie's out just now, and it doesn't look like he's having the best of times on those tyres. But yeah,
Neither is Magic.
well, I mean, coming out on the tyres means nothing. It basically all comes down to the lap times. So we'll have to see because they're all just on their out laps at the moment. Oh, Monkey Pie actually just about loses the back end there. But we'll stay on board with Magic Yeti because he was the first one out. I do believe you said the Renault driver.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on him and basically
Then
see.
Josie's next.
We actually have a message already. Tom Gorian. Hey Tom, this is going to be interesting. Come on, Vapid. Well, as everybody knows, because we're commentators, we can't be biased. But yeah, so obviously Tom's given us full wholeheartedly support to Vapid to win. But yeah, it really does look like the conditions are massively hard for the guys. As we can see.
Monkey's struggling.
Yeah. Oh, Magic Yeti, he's actually drifting that car.
Yeah.
He was drifting
I
that car.
think this is bad.
Oh, he goes actually
I
wide.
think they might have to wait a bit for the rubber
Yeah.
to settle in.
I think Magic Yeti's actually just well, if he's not, he's just invalidated his lap just now. But then again, I think Hungary's actually quite lenient for. Well, obviously not here. If you cut the corner here, it's definitely invalidated. But oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah, so definitely not the best times for people coming out.
It's invalidated. Oh no,
yeah.
It's not.
I don't know. I don't think we'll find out until he gets to
I
the
just
line.
checked race director.
Oh, is it not invalidated?
No, it said he only had one for crossing the white line on the pit exit anyway. After you spectated Magic Yeti get on board with Josie, who's having a very awkward time going in towards the. He's struggling. He's got a dry setup on that car. Can tell.
Yeah.
100%.
See, that's the thing we won't find out. As with previous races with every other league, we don't know unless the drivers tell us what the weather's going to be like. As Magic Yeti sets the fastest lap of 1:35.7. But yeah, we'll go on board with Josu and see what he's
not going to beat it. Here he
does.
Never mind.
By 6/10.
Timing's lying.
Oh, Vapid,
He was
wow.
about to go into. Oh my god.
1:33.5.
Bosley. Get on board with Bosley.
Yep, we'll jump on board with the
He
Mercedes
went
driver.
very deep into that corner.
Yep, looks like he was he was just kind of losing the car on the way out the corner there. He's definitely struggling. Oh, he's off.
Oh, he's a lucky boy, and he still goes third.
Yeah, so
That's not too bad.
you would think if he didn't go off there, that may have been maybe second place for him. But he obviously did go off. Emerald puts on a 136.3 and Rampage 137 flat. So yeah,
Bosley's
like
on the wheel, on the pad, isn't he? So he'll be pretty happy with it raining. Don't know about Vapid.
Vapid is controller as well, I think. I'm sure he is.
Bosley's having a mare. Oh, it's definitely Inters. Monkey Pie's on third.
Some nerd comes over and sixth, 136.1. So yeah, it definitely does look like they are kind of struggling. I always like to see qualifying in the rain because it kind of lets us see what the drivers' actual skills are really like. When it's dry, it's just basically put your foot down and let's see what lap time we can get. But yeah, when it's raining, it's kind of we need to kind of keep it on track and not slide all over the place. But yeah, Dutch Power is actually in P7. He's in the Williams. I think he's just about coming in. He just about lost it on that when he touched that apex.
Yeah, he's coming in.
Yep. Yeah, I think they'll be doing one lap coming in, and obviously
Bosley's going
Emerald.
again.
Emerald's done a 133 flat, so he's actually took
again
provisional
no
pole.
pad user.
Yep.
But
So
Bosley's a lot slower, but now he's got fuel to do another lap. He's got 1.7. He's in max now. I'd say we go on board with Bosley for a lap.
Yep, see if the Mercedes driver can actually pick it up. Obviously they would have, on their out lap, they would be checking where the best place to put the car is for the corners. He's actually sliding a little bit there coming out that corner, as well as I think Dutch Powers just went into third place with a 134.6.
Dutch Power's very fast.
Yeah, I've raced him and yeah, he is. he's definitely really quick. He also,
you just don't see it though.
Well, he's actually a really decent driver at battle as well. I had some really nice battles with him. So, but Bosley's coming around the S section just now.
Some nerds lap time, by the way.
Where is he's third, 134.4. Wow. Yeah, so it looks like they are picking up.
It is Inters.
It looks like they're definitely picking up
obviously,
speed.
Yeah. Vapid and Emerald. Yellow flag sector 3. It's for Josie. Josie just avoiding the wall, just near the pit, so he's okay. Anyway, back to Bosley as he's coming around the final couple of corners. Just about enough fuel. He's in standard. Obviously, trying to save it. Is he going to pit? He is.
Yeah,
Looks
I think
like
he's
going. He's into the pits.
Pitting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
it's bad.
Yeah, I think that's why don't speed. Wow. I think that's probably, if the rain carries over to the race, that's probably going to be the place where we'll see most of either crashes or probably people losing their wing. But who's actually? I think Dutch Powers just came in just now, so he has because he's
Joshu's got
fuel.
a lot of fuel.
Yeah, he does. 4.3.
Some nerds in Josu is really being the one to watch as he's god. How's he not lost that? He's pitting surely. He's pushing way too much.
Having a look at it, I think Josu's actually on the wheel. Just from the way he's turning the wheel, it does look like
he's surely going to pit. He's just getting there faster, not worrying. If this is a lap, this is going to be a very slow lap. Yeah, he's eased off now.
Yep. I just
think he's testing the waters.
I think this is where the what we've been talking about in previous races with the pad and the wheel. I think this is where the pad comes into its own. Is when the weather's like this. It is so hard to recorrect a car when it's sliding around a corner with a steering wheel, because you're having to basically spin your hands all the way around and then spin them back again, and then the car just ends up doing a 180. Obviously with the controller, all you're doing is pushing an analog stick. So Tom Gorian's also said in the chat that he thinks Vapid's on he's on a Vapid's on a pad as well because of the conditions. But some people find it easier with the steering wheel. I definitely don't in the rain. It just makes it 10 times worse.
I just can't drive on the pad.
Yeah, I can't. I've actually found out. I decided I was going to try and run Spain on the pad. I did a couple of laps as someone's car just went off. It was Rampage. Yeah, I was going to try and do Spain on the pad, see if I could beat my time on my steering wheel, and I was about 6/10 slower on the pad than I was on the wheel. So I've definitely got used to the wheel. But yeah, it looks like everyone's coming out for the final run now, with obviously a minute and 50 left to go, or just under. But it looks like a very, very slow lap from Josu. Oh, he's actually 1/10 up.
Bosley's on inters.
Yep. So Monkey Pie,
he's out
and
now.
Bosley are all on inters.
Bosley's seen the pace of some nerd and like, you know what? I've got, one lap now to go out and get a lap. Let's just go for it. He's not really got anything to lose. He nearly loses it out of the faster left-hander. Well, and the dry it's fast, but yeah.
Well, Josu does improve, but not enough to take 4th place from Dutch Power. He's now I think he's just a little under 2 tenths behind him.
Oh, Vapid's on a flying lap, yeah.
Well,
he's actually
jump
on the
on board.
lap.
We'll jump on board with the Red Bull driver. I think he's actually coming up to the end of it. He's in Sector 2. Well, he's just went into Sector 3 now, so yeah, it looks like he's currently on a lap. It seems Vapid is actually flourishing on the wet conditions, but then again, obviously, if it's going to be wet for qualifying and then it's going to be a dry race to start, everyone will get the choice of their own tyres. So as Vapid does improve.
Oh, he improves by 4 tenths.
Yeah, he's still a little bit behind.
Emerald actually on a lap, and then once you watch Emerald go to Bosley, that's really just shoot out for pole.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And then some nerd maybe. I'll keep an eye on Bosley.
Well, Emerald is in Sector 2 at the moment. He's currently got Dutch Power in front of him, but Dutch Power gets out the road, so he allows Emerald to just go straight through, as Dutch Power is actually retired from the session. So even when people retire from the session, just coming up to the end, it doesn't really matter. The conditions are not the best, as Magic Yeti retires as well, but Emerald is just coming around the second corner now.
Vapid's retired.
Yep.
He's happy with that then. Well, he might not be happy, but he might not be able to improve his Emerald. Is he going to beat his pole timer?
Oh, he goes a little bit wide. He is. But I think it was invalidated.
Oh, it's invalidated, yeah.
Yeah, I think
now
it went off
Bosley, this is his moment to get pole. Or have the inters paid off for him. Wait, the Monkey Pie's coming around the corner. I think he's on the lap. Where's he going to put him? Put him third.
Wow.
Inters are fast. Bosley could get pole there now. And then we've got some nerd after that. Spectate.
Some nerd is directly behind Bosley, but Bosley is now coming over the finish line. He gets pole
position.
Wow. A 132.5.
Wow. Of Bosley.
And then some nerd, he goes into, I think it was, fourth. Wow. Yeah, that was actually quite an entertaining qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix, but there we see it. TR Bosley on basically the final moments of qualifying, snatches pole from Emerald with a 132.5. Emerald will start in P2 with a 133 flat. Vapid Coot done really well. He's in P3 and 133.1. Some Nerd 4th, Monkey Pie 5th, Josuf 6th, Dutch Power 7th, Magic Yeti in 8th, and Rampage, who you would say was having a little bit of problems and struggling quite a bit, starts in P9, but it's also something else to note as well. As long as everyone finishes, they will receive points, and it does look like it's dry for the race.
Yeah, it's dry.
So
and it doesn't look like it's going to change.
Well, Bosley's put in the chat, oi oi, enters OP. So,
NGL was pooping it.
Yeah.
And didn't fancy starting 7th.
Yeah,
Fair play,
so...
Bosley. Not lap.
Yeah, I mean, it was... I don't even have words for it. There was just the conditions, and he can set laps like that. That's just a testament to his driving skill, basically, I would say. But the other guys did well. No, obviously, no one crashed. No one, quite a few of them almost crashed, but no one actually crashed. So I think that's a win for everyone. But now we are just about to start with the Grand Prix as we're making our way over. And
it is straight to 5 red lights. And away we go for the Hungarian Grand Prix. The drivers are on hold for a long time. A lot of the drivers starting on softs. There's been big damage in the back. What's going on?
I think who was that?
That's a DC, surely.
Yeah, it was some nerd. He was still parked on the start straight.
Emerald's in first.
Oh, so Bosley's lost the lead.
This is a weird start.
Yeah.
He's gone for the move. But he's not. He's been smart.
I think there may have been a little bit of desync for the cars there, as some nerd was actually still parked on.
Unlucky.
Well, he was still parked on the start straight when everybody moved, and someone ran into the back of him. I think it may have been Josu who ran into the back of him.
But can we just say strategies as well? If you look, Bosley and Vapid on the softs, Emerald on the supers. Some nerds now left, letting his AI drive. Oh, she DC'd.
Sorry. I can smell smoke from somewhere, but I think it may be my neighbour having a barbecue. I thought it was coming in from in here, and I started panicking. But yeah, so Emerald does actually took the lead from Bosley. He's now 1.1 sec or 1.2 seconds in front of Bosley. So it looks like Bosley had a little bit of, maybe had the same problem as some nerd with the desync to cars, as Rampage actually passes Josu for 7th. So as actually Josu's in the pits.
Defending.
Oh, Vapid, yeah. Oh,
and
but
Dutch Power, who is in a very good position to go for the move. Just misses out. And in the chat we've had Malone. He's saying supers are way better for now. It should be super softs to softs or softs to super softs. So I thought it'd be mediums around this track.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
See, I usually run super soft to soft for the Hungarian Grand Prix. It works out a lot better. Obviously, you can run mediums, but you would want to try and run them
mediums.
Yeah, you would want to try and run them as long as possible. But it's actually really weird because Dutch Power is right on the back of the Red Bull, but obviously Vapid he's not too far behind Bosley as well, so I don't know what's happened. Bosley had an amazing qualifying, he didn't have the best of starts.
Wet setup.
Yeah, it possibly
could be a wet
might be.
setup on the wings or something.
It may be. He's just definitely not having the best of time from the start.
His pace is nowhere.
Nope. Let's actually have a look at his fastest laps.
Vapid! Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Dutch Power's got to move because Bosley had a very big lockup forcing Vapid to have to move, and Dutch Power just easily came in and claimed it, but Vapid said no, and he's having that position back.
Vapid definitely fighting back for the position there. We definitely know Vapid is he's not the easiest driver to pass, but he also has really good defence that we've seen in the past few weeks. His defence has definitely got 10 times better. Especially his overtaking as well. He wasn't really known for overtaking before, but now he's just upped his game something massively. So we could actually be on for a really good battle for the last podium place between Vapid and Dutch Power, but obviously Vapid's still within a chance of P2 from Bosley as well. And
Dutch Power's on the supers. So
yep. Well,
towards the end of the Grand Prix it'll be different.
Emerald has pushed that gap up to 3.1 seconds, or 3.2, so he's definitely on a push right now to get away from Bosley, Vapid and Dutch Power. Just having a look to see if anything else is happening down the line. Josu's catching the Magic Yeti on the mediums.
Oh, what a move from Vapid! What a move from Vapid! And Bosley's managed to get it back. He went way too deep, Vapid. But what? That was a very, very risky lunge. But it was a move. A very solid one.
Tom Gorian thinks if Vapid can keep up, then he has to go for the undercut. It worked for Drawmaster yesterday. Obviously, yesterday SRL F1. Anybody missed it, you can still catch it on the Twitch channel. But yeah, what's happening?
Vapid just cut the corner and going up that left-hander. Yep. And he would have got a warning for that definitely. But how he managed to not spin it was mad. Because I thought he was gone.
I'm actually just having a look as well. So Bosley's managed to keep Vapid behind him, but it's not going to help Vapid with obviously trying to take P2 and catch up to Emerald. Emerald's just taken off with P1, but it's not going to be helping Bosley either, because Bosley's going to have to be fighting for most of this race to keep possibly a podium place, because he has 2 cars behind him, not just one. So he has a chance to move down to P4, which obviously moves him out of the podium. So it's definitely, we've seen Bosley race before. Bosley can handle pressure from cars behind, and he's got really, really good defence. But when his setup's not correct and he's really, really frustrated, will that frustration play into him when we come round to obviously pit stops and stuff? I think we're going to have to see. He's holding it off pretty well just now, and I'm pretty sure Dutch Power's not making a move, because he's going to try and let Vapid and Bosley fight it out for P2, and then he can pick up the scraps of what's left, possibly. Either that, or he's just trying to keep pace with Bosley and Vapid. There's going to be hundreds of things going through all the drivers' minds right now, but you've just got to figure what's going through their mind for strategies, because they're definitely going to be thinking something different. Like Bosley probably had a strategy from the start, and that's definitely changed now. He's now lost 5 seconds on Emerald, so you can definitely see Bosley struggling. But yeah,
could just be the softs.
Yeah,
not working for him.
It possibly could be. It definitely could be. Vapid's actually pulling away from Dutch Power as well. He's got 1.7 seconds now. So, could those super softs not be working for Dutch Power?
Losing a lot of time. Maybe he had a bit of a spin or something, or maybe not a spin as such, but definitely maybe a loss of traction that made him fully ease off. Yeah.
It could be. You could be right, Jack. It could have maybe went a bit too deep into one of the corners, and I wouldn't say he got scared. He's just been a bit more hesitant, because obviously if you get wing damage here, it's going to cost you time.
And it's a long race, this one.
Yep.
35 laps. You just got to try and keep your car in one piece. Vapid. Very wide. That's surely, it's not even one. However, Emerald's at the front has had 2 warnings for exceeding track limits, and he's at the front on his own in a race of his own.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to help him.
That's good. Yeah, if he gets one more, that's a penalty.
Well, he's currently got 6 seconds over Bosley. If he keeps that, then it won't really matter unless he obviously receives another one. But normally,
going supers, so be faster.
Normally, when people receive one penalty, they tend to get another one, because they keep making the same mistake at the same place. But then again, it might just be a one-off. He might just be trying to push as much as possible just now, so when he comes to the pits, he at least has a little bit of a cushion to Bosley behind him. But it's definitely going to be interesting for this battle, because Vapid, as we've seen over the last like 3 or 4 races, he's just a different driver, and I think Bosley knows that, and that's why he's trying to keep Vapid behind him. But I definitely agree with what Tom said. As long as Vapid stays consistent and stays up, keeps up with Bosley, he should have no problem trying to undercut Bosley and come back out on the faster tyre and then take P2. But Bosley's no slouch when it comes to strategies, so he's probably already knows Vapid can try for the undercut, and he's already probably thinking of stuff to kind of counteract that. But we'll have to see as it goes on. Obviously, the Vapid's pit window right now is 14 to 20, and Bosley's is exactly the same. So is the Emeralds actually. We'll probably see when. I wouldn't say they would. I'd probably say Vapid would want to pit around maybe lap 18, because I think Bosley's going to try and go as long as possible on these tyres to try and catch Emerald and pull away from Vapid. But then we never know. This is basically just us guessing. We won't actually know until they do it. But yeah, I think it's going to be one of those races where it's going to come down to some nerd has actually left by the looks of it. He has ghosted. Yeah, it's going to be one of those races where it's not very, very action packed, but it's more than likely going to come down to strategies, and that's where people are going to either lose places or gain places.
By the way, in real life, in the Canadian Grand Prix practice, there's been another red flag, like there was in P1 about the same time. I don't know why. The sound is just on the team radio. I haven't got sound on, so obviously I'm talking, but there's been a red flag, and I don't know. That's all I know for now. Anyway, back to this race. Vapid is very close. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to get the switch back. We're going to try and do what the switch back will be the equivalent to. Got the DRS. Surely he's in rich mix, which he is. He's looking. He thinks better of it. He stays behind Bosley.
Yeah, I don't think I think Bosley got the better exit on the turn there. Vapid, because he tried to go on the outside, he had to basically slam his brakes and then try and make a move down the inside again, but he kind of lost momentum coming out the corner. But he's still really, really close behind Bosley, so he's not really lost any time. He still has Bosley in his sights, so we'll have to see what actually happens.
Yeah, and it looks like someone went off and hit the wall, which made the red flag in real life.
Alright.
I'm not sure who or why. I can just see drift marks on the drift marks on the track, and then a little thing in the wall. It looks like a bit of a tyre imprint. So, you know, maybe someone just kissed the wall and left some debris or something.
Well, I currently have the camera on the Vapid and Bosley fight at the moment. I need to nip away for 2 seconds. I shall be back in literally 2 seconds. I need to grab a battery for... Oh, Bosley's actually ghosted.
Yeah, Bosley's AI. Is his controller died?
Oh, wow.
He's back.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
I have no idea what happened there, but that's really bad for Bosley. He's now lost the place. Are they
not in a party together? They're not, are they?
I don't think so. I'm not sure actually. I know Vapid tends to go in a party with some people, but I don't think Bosley's one of them.
Bosley's on his own. Oh no,
Yep.
that was just perfect timing for Vapid to make the move, and then as soon as he made the move, he unpaused. That's what I was saying.
But anyway, I'll be back in.
Did it better.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I need to grab the charger from my phone. So it's currently on. It's currently on Vapid anyway. But I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Right. So it's just me. Yeah, in real life, signs must have like kissed the wall or something, and yeah, that was that anyway. As we see now, Bosley is trying to catch up to the back of Vapid, and it's not looking very promising. But in terms of fuel, Bosley has got a lot more by nearly a lap and a half, so he'll have some rich mix to play with later on in the races. Now is a nearly 10-second gap from P1 to P2, so should be interesting. And yeah, as Rampage into the pits, I will tell you what he's going on to as soon as I possibly can. I'm guessing it's going to be mediums. Yes, it is mediums for Rampage, who actually has a pretty good race, getting from last place to 6th, in a front wing change as well. So maybe that's why I asked to pit. I was going to say, because it was a bit too early to come in for softs. A lot too early. But, you know, either way, Bosley, very nice exits from the chicane there. And is now going to be all over the back of Vapid. Nearly a lap after we said it wasn't going to be possible.
Well, I am back. Apologies for that. Very unprofessional, but I forgot to bring the charger up for my phone and it's about to die. But yeah, so it looks like Bosley's still struggling to... He's still within DRS range of Vapid, but
He just had a very good exit and gained a lot of time, then lost it all again.
He has DRS as well, so we're about to see if he can make the pass. I still think he's too far back. Yeah, he definitely is. He actually has a lot more fuel than Vapid as well, so could that come back to sting Vapid later on in the race?
That's what I said as soon as you went.
Yeah.
You know, he's got over a lap and a half extra, really.
Yep. So yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be a definite worry for Vapid. Then again, he may not be looking at his fuel level at the moment, but it's definitely going to be a cause for concern coming towards the end of the race. But yeah, so definitely, it's been one of those races again where someone gets the lead. Obviously, Emerald's. He had the perfect start. He's just been on an absolute flyer. He's now 9.3 seconds in front of Vapid. I think this is a seriously...
Bosley's out of DRS. He's not going to get DRS.
Oh yeah, nearly is. He's 1.1 seconds. But so he's definitely...
He's not got DRS.
Yeah, something's definitely not right with Bosley. He's either had the wrong setup or he's not on the pace. In fact, at the moment, Emerald has the fastest lap, and in fact, Bosley is Vapid is actually faster than Bosley with the lap times. So that's it's putting it even more clear. There's definitely something not right with Bosley's car. He's either got the wrong setup or something just doesn't feel right, and then with obviously the Ghost and Vapid just passing him, he's basically lost. At least he has a cushion of 10 seconds back to Dutch Power. It looks like Dutch Power's actually fell off a little bit, so he may be suffering.
Surely
with,
Dutch is... Yeah, there's something wrong there.
Yeah, I think he may be pitting rather soon. I'm actually going to jump on board with him and have a look at his tyres. Yeah, they don't look... These tyres don't look too bad. I'm pretty sure
they're probably about 40%.
Yeah, I don't think there's definite graining on his tyres, but...
Yeah, you saw that from the walk up there.
Yep.
Again, he's locking up at every corner.
I don't think the tyre degradation around here is really, really high. It's probably about mid-range. So they should be able to run quite far on most tyres, but obviously when he's going into corners and locking up, that's obviously going to affect them even worse.
Everyone's locking up.
Emerald
with the penalty. I mean, will that come into play? I don't know, but Vapid is starting to gain an Emerald. He gained 3/10 in the last lap.
Yep.
So
he's
as I said, he loses it.
Yeah, I think it's like a pendulum effect. They go into certain corners. Obviously, Vapid's a little bit quicker, and then when they move to the next one, Emerald's a little bit quicker. But Bosley's now dropped to 2 point... What is it? Wait, that can't be right. 11 seconds.
Bosley's 11 seconds behind him.
Oh,
he's had
Bosley
a very big incident.
Yeah, Bosley's had a moment somewhere. That has cost him massively. Now he's got Dutch Power right behind him as well. So he may actually lose the last podium place. Oh, Emerald's in.
Emerald's into bits, right? This will be for soft, surely. Will it? Is it too early for softs? I don't think so.
Yeah, I would say so. I would have thought it would have been about lap 15, 16 maybe. But Vapid's actually coming across the line now, so he's going to
There we
take the
go,
lead.
he's on softs.
Um,
And Bosley isn't even going to get up to provisional second. Well, not
Nope.
provisional, current second.
he won. Oh,
And
Dutch,
Dutch is
Dutch
into the
Powers.
pits.
Yep.
So I think Dutch has basically got provisional third.
Yeah, I would
But
say
he's
so.
in net third, sorry, not provisional, it's not pole. And he comes onto some fresh softs, which means he's going to be able to push. He'll have the nice clean air. It'll be great for him. Well, maybe. Oh, he has to change his front wing. He is going to be behind Magic Yeti and possibly even Josu then, which he won't want.
Yep, he's
It's going to be racing on the exit, as Jeff says. Bosley with 3 second time penalty, and that is him out of the podium places as Dutch is out in front of Josu, which is good for both of them really, because it means it's not going to, you know,
it's interesting to know,
lose both of
actually.
them time.
Bosley and the Monkey Pie haven't stopped, but Magic Yeti has. So, but then again, Magic Yeti stopped really early. So he may actually be on for another pit stop. But
Yeah, Josu went on mediums lap 3, so maybe I doubt it'll go to the end.
So
Well, it might do though.
Dutch Power is actually, he's about to come under pressure. Rampage is not that
Vapid's
far
in the
behind.
pits.
Oh, Vapid's in.
Onto a set of mediums.
So Emerald
So he's
takes
gone for
back
the
the lead.
undercut.
Bosley now moves up to P2, but obviously Bosley hasn't pit yet.
Yeah, I'm not being funny. Bosley's, you know, a pit stop pretty much behind him
Yeah,
because he's what 7 seconds. That's, you know,
yeah, that's
no, it's just weird.
I don't know what's happened to Bosley from the start of the race. I think after the desync he's just lost motivation, and maybe something's wrong with the car as well, and it's basically, it looks like it's not playing out for Bosley like it normally would, but it's definitely fallen into place for Emerald and Vapid. I think there's going to be a massive fight for the last podium place, as some nerds in the pits, but it'll be his AI car.
I'm guessing Bosley's about to pit, so my prediction anyway.
Yes, I think there's a possibility. Lap 16, his prediction's 14 to 20. So yeah, I would say he's probably maybe push it up 1 lap further, but I doubt it. No,
He's going for another lap. I think he knows his race is over as Emerald now puts in the fastest lap. He gained nearly 3 seconds to him on that lap.
Yeah, he's...
Yeah, Tom, I think you're right, by the way. He said he thinks he's won.
Yeah, and yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think Tom's just got it spot on there. He just went from about 2 seconds behind Vapid to 11 seconds, so it's just not going right for him. He's losing time to Vapid now as well, so, and Vapid is actually only 4 seconds in front of Monkey Pie as well, so this may fall into that as well. But then again, the Magic Yeti is 12 seconds behind Monkey Pie, and he has pressure from Dutch Power as well, who's actually caught up to him. So
wait, Vapid will be loving this, you know.
yeah,
He'll be top of the championship by 16 points to Antif, who's not here this week.
Well, I think with his driving, he definitely deserves it. As Dutch Power is really close to the back of Magic Yeti now. These two have pit, so this is a fight for a place. I think this may be the...
probably have to pit again.
Well, yeah. Yeah, actually, no, definitely. Dutch Power actually goes a little bit wide there.
Yeah. He's got these looks for the move there. Jeez.
Oh, Monkey Pie's
into
in.
the pits. Bosley not into the pits. Going for it. Is he trying to stretch it out to lap 21 to go into supers?
He made it.
That's the only way he can get back into this race.
It's a possibility, but then again, if his pace is not that good, It may not be the best on the super softs either, but we'll have to see. I mean,
I think that's his only real chance.
Dutch has went too deep into the corner, and Magic Yeti takes a place back. Oh, Dutch was on the grass there. So it looks like the Williams driver tried for a move. He made the move, but he just outbroke himself going into the corner. Magic Yeti took the line perfect, took the place back, and then Dutch Power ended up on the grass. So it looks like the Williams driver is definitely trying to push as he receives a penalty as well. Yeah, he's definitely trying to push.
Right, back on board with Bosley. If he doesn't pick this lap, he's got to be on for supers. And he doesn't, he's going for it.
Yeah.
He is going for it. And by the way, we've got 6 more races left after this one.
Yep.
Belgium, Italy, Malaysia, Japan, USA and Brazil, and then we're done for SRL Season 6.
Yep, we are. It's definitely been an interesting one. It's I think it's spawned up a lot of surprises. Definitely with obviously Vapid coming back in and just
The hiccups.
I had the mile it, quite annoying. But yeah, I think it's not been. Oh, Dutch Power and Magic Yeti are actually fighting.
Sorry, I had my mic on mute while I was trying to get rid of my hiccups.
He's going to make a move down the inside. He's got the inside line, but I've got to admit that is actually a really brave drive from Magic Yeti there to take the corner on the outside and still keep the line and not.
Oh my god!
Lose it.
Oh. It's going so aggressive.
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, he goes off.
Big mistake.
So Dutch Power takes P4 from Magic Yeti. He made a slight mistake coming out of that corner and just went a bit too wide. He's not lost
Back
too much time.
Bosley.
Yep. Well, Joshua is actually catching him. He's just received another penalty. So it's not too far behind the Magic Yeti. He's only 3.1 seconds. So he's definitely within striking range, but it looks like Dutch Power is also on a mission.
Yeah, Tom said Bosley will lose so much time. He will, but
yeah,
if he can pit and then gain, say, the 20 seconds he needs to Vapid, which I think is possible on mediums to supers, you know, we're going to be looking at a good race here.
Yeah,
the podium.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting one with all these guys. Magic Yeti actually pits, so that promotes Josu up into P5, and Monkey Pie into P6. Rampage is now back up to P7. Where did Rampage actually start? He actually started on 9th, so he's getting 2 places. Been quite a quiet race for Rampage. I think he got slight damage at the start.
Yeah, he did, because when he pit, he changed his front wing.
So it was a little bit of frustration at the start, but I think he's had quite a quiet race, and I quite like how no one, obviously some nerds left the session, something happened and he's disconnected, but I like how no one's actually crashed out yet. That's
Bosley's going again.
Oh, so he's not actually coming in lap 21. Yeah,
well, no, it'll be lap 21 now for him.
Yeah.
So he'll pit this lap. He's got to pit this lap.
Well,
so
look how close.
As much as he can.
Look how close Vapid is. He's now 1.8 seconds.
He's got to pit this lap, otherwise Vapid's going to get him.
Yeah.
But he might want to slow him down. That's all. So.
Well,
and he just want to give him DRS though.
If he doesn't pit this lap, I think he's just handed Vapid P2.
The podium to.
Yeah.
And Dutch. Well, Dutch will go up to P3, but Bosley will be straight in the back on fresh super. So I think Bosley's done the right idea with this strategy. 100%.
Yeah, I think he's. When he comes back out, he's definitely going to be fighting Dutch Power. It's just on what Dutch Power's wear is on his tyres, and if Bosley can bring up his pace a little bit to obviously match with the front, the guys at the front, so he can obviously try and take P3. But
Bosley's
I mean,
aren't even that bad.
Well, the way he's been driving right now, it doesn't look like he's got much pace. I mean, look how long it's took. Oh, Bosley's in. So yeah, your prediction was right, Jack. Lap 21, or leading on to lap 22, he's came in. Oh, he just slows it down before the line now.
Go away there. As he's going
Super
to go on supers. Now
Yep.
it's going to be, as we said before, racing on the exit against Dutch Power. I wouldn't say a battle between these two, to be honest, but
Yep.
at the same time, I would love to see Bosley try and get past Vapid.
I think
Because it's one of the most
Bosley's-
attacking drivers against one of the most defensive.
Bosley's made it.
Bosley's got him by a lot, actually, yeah. Well, not by a lot, but
No,
Dutch Power's
it's-
going to be there. He's
Yeah,
going to try and cling on.
I think it's going to be difficult for Dutch Power to overtake Bosley. He's obviously got the faster tyre. He's also got the fresher tyres. So, but it just depends if Bosley can now push.
Bosley's got no fuel. He's just now gone into positive. He's lost it all. He's pushed that much.
Dutch Power's actually got 1.1, so this could come into play for it as well. It's definitely going to be an interesting one with these two. Obviously, Dutch Power being so close as wow. Emerald 120.0.
Emerald.
Just wow.
Jeez, he's having a great. I reckon he's enjoyed this race.
Yeah, I think
He's
in
not
his element.
exactly, slowed down.
Nope. Well,
I want Emerald to win now.
he's got a 16.3 second lead over Vapid. I don't think he has to worry too much.
He's a reserve. Emerald's
Is
a
he?
reserve, isn't he? He's got to be because he's not on the championship leaderboards.
Well, that just means I don't know what happens with the reserves, if they get points or if they don't, because it might
Do
actually
we
mean...
put him on the podium interviews?
Yeah, we just take the top three anyway. It doesn't matter if they
Yeah.
get removed or not. It's always the top
I'm
three.
going to say Dutch is not on mine. Anyway.
9 times out of 10 though, Emerald doesn't talk on the mic, so we may not actually have the race winner if he wins. But
Let's
yeah,
invite him anyway. Does Vapid have a mic? He does, doesn't
Yes,
he? Bosley
yes.
obviously does.
Dutch has actually fallen a little bit back from Bosley, so it looks like Bosley has actually gained a
Yeah,
little bit of pace.
Bosley's. Oh,
Vapid.
Vapid 3 second time penalty. That could be massive.
Yep, it definitely could. This is
Wait,
what
Bosley's got
most,
3 seconds as well.
yeah. Well, actually, if he manages to catch Vapid, it could come down for a fight for the place.
Yeah, it
but
will be now.
if they make slight mistakes again,
never mind.
well, if they make slight mistakes again and end up with another penalty, it could cost one of them. Obviously, with Dutch Power being so close behind Bosley, but he's out with the 3 second time. He's now 3.8 as Bosley puts in. Whoa! So yeah,
But
here we go.
He hasn't gained much time to Vapid.
He's
Only gained half a second in this
Yeah.
last sector. He needs to gain a second and a half a lap. As Joshua's into the pits, I'm sure he's going for a very aggressive, super soft stint now.
Well, Bosley right now, on lap times, is currently 1.6, roughly about 1.6 seconds faster than Vapid. But obviously, Bosley won't be able to keep that pace up every single lap, because that'll just degrade his tyres so much, and he's also on yellow fuel, so he's more than likely going to be thrown into lean at some point just to make it to the end of the race. And making it up to Vapid to fight him may not be the best thing for Bosley. If he wants to finish,
He might have just been trying to scare Vapid. He might have just wanted to scare Vapid, try and make a mistake. He
It's
might have just
either
went
that-
rich for half the lap and just been like, come on, I
well,
want to
it's either
fight.
that
He's just
or
gained a second and a half on this lap though.
yeah, he definitely has. He's definitely gaining, but then again, it may actually be to try and get out of the basically the racing time of Dutch Power behind him as well, because he knows that if Dutch Power gets a certain degree close to him, he'll try for a move, and Bosley doesn't have the fuel to go into another fight towards the end of this
Defend.
race. Yeah, so he might actually just be pushing to get away from Dutch Power, but yeah, he definitely is gaining on Vapid. He's now under 15 seconds, so he's got another 10-11 laps to try and catch up to him, but with the fuel he has, I don't think it's possible. He's in a negative just now, so he's cutting it really fine with what he can actually do. But yeah, we're actually going to have a look at Emerald just now as well, because he's definitely having having the race of his life. He's just driving his own race. He's up the front on his own. Monkey Pie receives a penalty.
Oh, that'll put Rampage up and stuff.
Yeah, it's possible it could do actually. Yeah, his Dutch Power receives.
Oh, yeah, that's going to get Bosley the podium now as long as she keeps this up. No, because Bosley had 3 seconds on that one, didn't it?
Yeah.
Keep forgetting that.
So, yeah, Monkey Pie has a penalty, but Rampage doesn't. So, Dutch Power's actually got 2 penalties, and Bosley has 1. So, Dutch Power would have to gain 3 seconds over Bosley if he wanted to take the last podium place. But he's currently 5.8 seconds. So, I think because he's on a soft tyre, he just can't match the pace of Bosley. But it's definitely going to be a mad scramble for Bosley to try and catch Vapid, because he's got 14 seconds over Bosley, as Joseph actually sets the fastest lap. So it looks like some of the guys are, some of the guys are just going for the fastest lap, which is fair enough. A lot of people tend to do that when they've not had the best racing, or maybe like 6th or 7th. They'll try and get the fastest lap, which is fair play to them. It's something everybody wants to have the acclaim.
Well, look at the esports.
Yep.
When the dude did it, and then he got to present the podium thing. Josu, that was a dirty corner cut. I saw that. I was just watching. They just completely. Well, on my screen, obviously these stupid desyncs with corners on this game, because it's not the best game for servers and that, but he just completely cut it.
Yeah, I think because
he's right back on Magic, by the way.
I think
you might want to watch this battle. He's
off. He's hit the wall.
Oh, damage.
Yep, he's
dirty air from Magic. Yeah.
He's definitely got massive damage to the front of that McLaren.
Surprised he didn't lose his wheel, to be honest.
Yeah, me as well. He was actually going sideways for a minute, and the wall straightened him up. So, Emerald receives another penalty.
That's his 3rd penalty of the race. But Vapid's got 3 anyway, so it's 16 seconds still. I don't think he needs to worry.
What's to note here is Bosley's actually got down to 12.5 seconds now on lap 27. So he is taking.
Don't think he'll do it.
I don't think so either. He is taking chunks. Fair play him for trying, but he's taking chunks out of it. I just don't think there's enough in that car.
But he is watching the stream, so we've just got to make sure that he knows he can still do it. Go on, Bosley.
You can still do it, Bosley. Go for it. Even though most people in the chat will probably disagree with us, but it's actually.
Come on, Bosley.
He
knows he can do it. He just needs to dig deep.
Well, it's quite weird to note the top 3 are actually all on different tyres. So Emerald's on softs, Vapid's on mediums, and Bosley's on super softs. So by going by that, Bosley should be the quickest man on track. Obviously with Josu on the same tyres, he's set the fastest lap. But of the top 3, Bosley should be the fastest. But he is not gaining that much of a time to Vapid. He's brought it down to 12 seconds, so I think it's been an amazing comeback drive from Bosley. I just don't feel his car has enough. He's almost at -1 on his fuel, which isn't going to be good for him.
There's no way he'll do it. He'll have to start saving very, very soon.
Yeah,
he's shifting.
Yeah, he's definitely going to head it down into lean at some point. I don't think Vapid actually has any problems. He's plus 0.2, so he's not in the best of shapes, but he's definitely in a lot better place than Bosley at the moment. And obviously Emerald has 0.2 plus, but Dutch Power's actually still got 1, or just under now. So
yeah, but yeah,
I think he's actually he's in standard, but I think he's been kind of letting the car coast to try and save fuel. So it does have quite a lot of excess fuel. What's really weird is it's so late into the race, which we're not used to actually seeing. Most drivers usually have under maybe like 0.5 by now. But he's still
Emerald
over
does,
1.
yeah, 0.27.
Yep. So, but Bosley's almost at -1. He's at -0.9 just now. So it's definitely. I would probably say it's definitely going to get a little bit hairy for Bosley coming into the last 2 or 3 laps. They're currently on lap 30 at the moment, so they are getting closer and closer to the end. It's not been a highly entertaining race, but it's still had some decent battles on track. Obviously the field spread out quite a bit now, as Rampage is actually 1.8 seconds behind Monkey Pie, so we could actually see Rampage go for a move for P5
Yeah.
in that Pink Panther that he's driving. So it's for Rampage, I don't think Rampage has had all the best of luck. He just every time the race starts, it just seems something happens. But you've got to give him his due though. He does have some amazing comeback drives. He's obviously going to try and catch Monkey Pie and get P5, so he will actually gain. How many places will he gain? He'll gain 4 places, so it'll be the most of anyone on the field, because Dutch Power's gained 3 as well, and he's in P4. So if he does overtake Monkey Pie, he's definitely going to be the driver who's gained the most places on track, which it's always a good feeling when you know you've gained the most places. That means you've overtaken the most cars, basically.
And you've done the best that you could.
Yeah, exactly. He's not had the best of starts or the best of qualifying, and he's made it back up in the race and got forced into some decent points.
Oh, Emerald. Jeez. I run there as well. In real life, if anyone cares, Van Dorn, I think might have just broke his suspension, but left it drivable after hitting the wall going into the, the thing before the back straight. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, the hairpin.
I don't know. Yeah, before the hairpin. Just think before the hairpin, he hit the wall on the exit and.
Oh, the S section.
Yeah. And I think he might have done something because he's had to retire, and there was a virtual safety car in practice. Anyway, so he's out the car and that.
Rampage has actually lost. He's lost about a second, or almost a second, to Monkey Pie. So I don't know what's happened to Rampage.
His tyres.
Yeah, I think his tyres may be falling off now. I'm actually going to jump on board with Bosley and see what his fuel's like. His fuel's exactly still the same, but he's now in lean. So he's definitely trying to run. Yeah, it's just.
That could be bad.
I think it's went from bad to worse for Bosley, but he's obviously not going to be happy. He's lost the lead, effectively almost straight away to Emerald, and then he's lost P2 from. If he ends up on the podium, we have to ask him what happened with that disconnect, or when he went to Ghostin, because it actually lost him the place for P2. I think he would have
predictions.
Well, I think he would have had a chance if he didn't ghost and Vapid didn't take P2 from him. I definitely think. Oh, Bosley goes wide. I definitely think.
Hold on.
Does that mean he actually has? Yeah, I think he has
6 seconds. I'm going to find out how much Dutch Power has now. If you just want to give me a sec while you can commentate.
Yep. Yeah, I just think Bosley would have kept P2 if he didn't ghost and Vapid took P2 from him. I think that's basically what lost him the place.
By the way, Dutch Power has 6 seconds, so the exact same. Yeah, Josu, he had the damage, didn't he? Maybe he was just trying to nurse it, but maybe he just couldn't anymore, and he knew that he was going to be getting 8, so...
Oh, Bosley just goes... he was sliding that car around that corner there. I think he's still trying to push even though he's in lean, which Magic Getty receives another penalty. Yeah, I don't
You're
think
losing so much time.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to push whilst he's in lean, but I mean it looks fantastic when he's actually drifting drifting the Mercedes round the corner.
Yeah.
So, but he is definitely bringing his fuel load back up to where it's a manageable
got his
level.
fuel sorted though.
But
he started short shifting as well.
Yeah, he's
quicker.
We're actually currently on lap 33 of 35 here SRL for round 9 of the Hungarian Grand Prix, and at the current moment, I know I've not done a lot of it during the race, but the race order is, if you're not watching, is VRT Emerald, who is still in first place. He took the lead on the first lap before turn 1, I believe, from Bosley. Vapid Kut, who's started in P3, he overtook Bosley when Bosley actually he ghosted. Bosley is currently in P3, but we have a battle on track right now between the Magic Yeti and Rampage as well.
Yeah.
It looks
Don't
like
use his battle for position with the amount of penalties you have to
yeah. See, I don't think when you're trying to overtake a driver in front, you don't know how much penalties he has because it doesn't tell you unless he's behind you. So I don't know if Rampage knows about Magic Yeti's penalties. This just may be for pride. But yeah, so
yeah.
First part of the race, Dutch Power, who the Williams driver, he's currently in P4. He was on for a fight for the podium, but he's kind of dropped off. I think his tyre wear is just steadily slipped downhill, and he's lost a lot of time to Bosley, who obviously pit for super softs and just exploded with immense pace, but it's just dropped off because of his fuel. Monkey Pie, who is actually in 5th and running quite a quiet race. Monkey Pie, he's got a few penalties to his name. He may not keep it.
Oh yeah, it's Josue.
Yep,
he's had an awful race, like,
yeah,
in terms of consistency.
Magic Yeti and Rampage are at it again. Magic Yeti's actually made it past Rampage again, so this could be another battle heading down, but we are actually going to stick on board with Emerald for the last part, the last lap of this race, because he's currently the race can't speak English. He's currently the race leader and has been for the entire race. He has ran an immense race, started in P2 I believe, yep, P2, and just I don't even know what it was that caused Emerald just to, it was like he was a bullet fired out of a gun. He just automatically overtook Bosley and he was off. If it was me, I'd be questioning if he had rocket boosters on that car. The immense
DRS in every corner.
Yep, he just runs with DRS for the entire race. We are not. Oh, actually, his fuel light is flashing red, but he has plus fuel, so I don't know what that's about.
It's a glitch at the top driver.
It's got to be.
But Bosley is just about going to sort out his fuel, by the way.
Well,
just about.
As Emerald is now coming round the final corner to move over to the finish line, and there we go, he's weaving, he knows already,
he won
wins.
It, and he's not done an llama, an overrated llama from Brazil.
Nope, he has not, but we have Vapid Kut, who's had probably, would stack up there with one of the best races he's ever had. He's coming around and he's now finishing in P2 with an amazing drive from him, and Bosley, who has Josue actually all over the back of him. I don't know why. Josue is actually in 8th, so Bosley is now coming over the line to take the last podium place, which I've got to admit, so yeah, he's sliding all over the place and accidentally taps Josue, as Dutch Power now comes over and finishes 4th. We actually have a Williams 4 and 5, as Monkey Pie is just making his way around the last part of Sector 3, and he's going to come across the line in P5 once he finishes. Pretty decent from the Williams lads. They're getting some decent points for the team as well. So all round good race from they two. Magic getting that Renault, that lovely Renault, is crossing the line in P6, and then we have Rampage and Force India who's crossed the line in P7. So
Anyway, shall we do the quick race rundown?
Yep.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so in first place we have VRT Emerald, followed by second place Vapid Q. In third place we have TR Bosley. Fourth place we have Dutch Power. Fifth place we have the Monkey Pie. Sixth place we have SRL Rampage. Seventh place we had the Magic Yeti. Eighth place Josu Alzugaray. And ninth place some nerd who left at the start of the race. Overall, a very exciting race, and we will now get the top three, hopefully, into the onto the podium, and talk to them about how their race went. So we have Emerald here first. Emerald, do you have a mic? Or are you going to speak, rather? Emerald doesn't have a mic, but he's speaking. Obviously a hacker. Anyway, we'll go to Emerald first then. Taking what I believe is your first race win. Are you a reserve? No, you're not. What? I don't understand why you're not on this leaderboard, then. Anyway, maybe it's just because I don't know. Either way. Oh, okay, brother, cheers. Anyway, yeah, congratulations, Emerald, on your first race win in SRL Season 6. How do you feel about having what could be described as the perfect race?
Well, it was perfect, apart from my fingers hurt so much. During the last few laps, or midway through straight, because yeah, and I have another league race as well after this, so rip fingers.
Yeah, congratulations on that win. That's a very, very good win, and it was a quite, well, I wouldn't say easy, but not hard win, we'll say. Anyway, on to second place. A very interesting podium, I'd say. In terms of what we saw at the start of the race and qualifying. Vapid, how do you feel about getting second place?
Well, congrats to Emerald first. He did deserve it. He did just pull away while I was trying to get past Bosley. He just pulled away, and that was just his opportunity to win the race. But GG to you, man, for your first win in this league. The race was actually interesting. I was kind of annoyed how qualifying had gone, because just how Bosley put that time in at the end, and then to get hold up the first few laps, and then Emerald just goes away. That just kind of annoyed me even more, to be honest. But it's still good points, I guess, with championship. But I'm not happy because it's not being maximised. So.
Well, you know, either way, you are at the top of the leaderboard and clear by 16 points. So.
There'll be more after this. So.
Yeah, it'll be more than 16.
No,
because the Britain standards aren't on there.
Oh, that would make sense why Emerald's not there.
Yeah, well,
why I don't have my win.
Beacon hasn't got the standings. So.
Right. Fair play. That's why I'm very confused when I'm trying to figure this all out and be like, thought Bosley had a win, but you know, maybe lying to me all that time. Anyway, speaking of Bosley, also known in this race as TR Botley.
No, I'm not accepting that. No, I'm not accepting that.
Right. Explain why you're not accepting that, Bosley. What happened to those 10 seconds?
You can call my controller Xbox Botley. Jesus Christ.
Right, yeah. What happened with that AI? Did it disconnect or something?
My controller just randomly turned off twice during the race. Once when Vapid got past, and once when Vapid got past, and the second time when I lost like 10 seconds to Vapid. Yeah.
Well,
without trying to be really I don't know what the word for it is, but without, yeah, I'm not exactly pleased. I didn't have the pace in the dry. I didn't have the pace in the wet, to be fair, but the inters I think were quicker.
Inters
I was getting
saved
told
you.
that they were. I was getting told in the pits they were a second quicker. So,
Boom.
I think that's the only reason I got
Sorted.
pole.
You got lucky.
Ooh. Ooh.
I did actually want to start on the softs as well. I chose to start on the supers, and the game were like, no, you can have softs instead. We'll make the choice for you. Which was nice. But yeah, lost the lead at the start. I lost the race at the start. Emerald, insane start, and then just fucking hell, insane pace. And I didn't have the pace. I held it vapid for a bit. Maybe could have stayed ahead for longer. But you know, nice controller. And then I wasn't sure whether to pick when Vapid did for mediums or hang out for supers, but I didn't know where Dutch were, so I just stuck to my original strategy, which was
I
soft
think you made the
supers.
right decision, to be honest.
Yeah, I had no idea where Dutch
You
were.
wouldn't have caught him on the mediums.
Yeah, I didn't know where he'd come out in relation to him, so stuck it out to 21, went on to the softs, and held on to third. I wasn't aiming for second when I went on to the softs, because I would have had to catch up like
a second
19
half a
seconds,
lap.
I think you are. Yeah, 19 seconds I think it was when I came out of the pits, and that was never going to happen on supers compared to mediums, which don't really degrade at all on this track. But yeah, what can you
Anyway.
do?
I guess you could say commiserations, but also congratulations to the second and third finishes. But obviously, only congratulations to Emerald. Nothing bad about that. But Will, unless you have any other questions, are we done here?
I actually just wanted to ask all three did anyone experience desync from other cars? Because some nerd was, when everybody started, when the lights went out, everyone moved off, but some nerd was just parked on the pit straight. He didn't move, and I can't remember who it was. Someone ran up into the back of him, and then he got moving.
I think it was Josu.
Yeah, well then he disconnected. That's what I actually thought happened at the start when Emerald overtook Bosley. I thought there was
No. I just had a bad start.
Right.
I just had a bad start.
Well, there we go. I learned something that but I was actually watching the start, but I was trying to figure out. I was actually watching some nerd at the back. I had the camera on the fight with Emerald and Bosley, but I had my eyes on some nerd parked on the straight. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just basically congratulations to Emerald, Vapid and Bosley for P1, 2 and 3.
Congratulations, Emerald. Domination.
But well, hopefully we'll see it carry on to next week's race as well. But yeah, as you were all saying, this puts Vapid up, and because Ant Beacon wasn't racing today, it puts Vapid, I think it's 16 points clear.
No, that'll be more than that. Up 16 points last week.
Yeah, it'll be 16 out of 18, so
Alright,
that is 34.
A quick question, please tell me it's all included your audio in this party.
Oh god, I think I did. Yeah, I did.
Emerald.
I did.
Thank God,
Good.
that's good. Right, that's it. Commentary jobs completed. Retiring from commentary. Yours sincerely, Jack, because we've done it now. We've sorted everything out.
I'd have a 34 point gap.
Yeah, so 34 point cap.
Alright.
Said that.
Nice.
We are, where are we next week?
Belgium.
Yeah, so we will be back for round 10 next week. It'll be me, Big Will, and Jack Wheelybin again. So we shall catch everyone next week for round 10.
Goodbye.